Guten Tag, everyone. So today we will be talking about the power and function of this department and bureau. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. So the first one is the Bureau of Fire Protection, or the BFP. So the BFP was established by the Republic number 6975 in 1990. So the Bureau of Fire Protection is responsible for the prevention and suppression of all destructive fires, like in buildings, houses, and other structures, forests, land transportation, and vehicles, equipment, ships, or vessels, or in any area that may be caught in fire. So the BFP is enforces the fire code and other related laws. It investigates all causes of fire and, if necessary, files the proper complaints with the city or provincial prosecutor who has a jurisdiction for this case. So the highest ranking of officer in the Bureau of Fire Protection is the Chief of Fire Bureau, who has the rank of director. The Chief of Fire Bureau is appointed by the President, so and serve of terms of no more 4 years. So it can extend the term during the times of war or national emergency. Second is the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, or the BJMP. So the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology exercise the supervision, control over all city and municipal jails, including their establishment and maintenance in every district, city, and municipality for a secure, clean, and adequately equipped and sanitary jail for the custody and safekeeping of the city and municipal prisoners. Any fugitive from justice or a person detained awaiting investigation or trial and or transferred to the national penitentiary, including violent, mentally ill person who endangers himself or the safety of others, duly certified as such as the proper medical or health officer pending the transfer to the mental institution. It was headed by the Chief of BGMP, carries the rank of Director, and the serve of tour to duty that must not exceed of 4 years. And unless and the same with the BFP, it will be extended if in times of war or other national emergency. So the third one is the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, which is called the PDEA. So the PDEA, or the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, is responsible for the efficient law enforcement of all provision on any dangerous drugs and or precursors and essential chemicals like kanang mga like shabu and any marijuana. So the PDEA shall take charge and have custody of all dangerous drugs, plant sources of dangerous drugs, controlled precursors, and essential chemicals, as well as the instrument, paraphernalia, and or the laboratory equipment, so confiscated or must be confiscated, seized, and unsurrendered for a proper disposition. So the PDEA is headed by the Director General with the cabinet rank of Undersecretary, who is responsible for the general administration and management of the agency. So the fourth one is the Dangerous Drug Board, which is called DDB. So the DDB plans the formulates policies and programs on drug prevention and control. It develops and adopts a comprehensive, integrated, unified and balanced national drug abuse prevention and control strategy. So the DDB is the policy making or the strategy formulating when it comes to drug prevention or control of the Philippines government. So the drug um, the Dangerous Drug Board is led by a chairman with the rank of secretary and two permanent board members with the rank of undersecretary. So DDB is under in the PDEA. So the PDEA is the one who will take the action, and the DDB is the one who will make the policy on how to prevent the drug, the pervasive of drugs. So the fifth one is the National Bureau of Investigation or the NBI. So the National Bureau of Investigation undertake the efficient detection and investigation of crimes and other offenses against the law of the Philippines. Upon its own initiative and public interest may require renders technical assistance upon the request in the investigation and detection of crimes and other offenses, coordinates with the other national and local police agency in the maintenance of the peace and order, and establishes the maintain an up-to-date scientific crime laboratory. It acts as the national clearinghouse of the criminal and other information for use of all prosecuting and law enforcement entities of the Philippines. So like identification records of identifying marks, characteristics, and all ownership or possession of firearms, as well as the test bullets from their form. So the national investigation is they will hold um, um, a crime that is related to the high profile person, like if an actress involved in that crime, or a person that is popular, they will the one who will take that case. So the NBI shall be headed by the director and assisted by the two deputy directors, one for the administration and one for the operation, and also the assistant directors. So, number 6, the Department of Environment and National Resources, which is called the DENR. So the DENR is responsible for the conservation, management, and development of the country's environment and natural resources. It ensures the proper use of this protection of the environment within the framework of the sustainable development. The relation of the DENR and the law enforcement is that if there's an illegal crime that is relating to the environmental, just like illegal logging and illegal mining. So if that crime happen, so the law enforcement will take an action for that. They will investigate why why do people do that, uh, like the illegal logging and illegal mining. So this is headed by the secretary together with the undersecretary and assistant secretary. So lastly, the seventh one is the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, which is called the BFAR. So the BFAR, or the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, is responsible for the development and improvement and management and conservation of the country fisheries and aquatic resources. So the BFAR is the agency tasked with the development, conservation, and kaning, they're the one who will protect the um, the the biodiversity that is relating to the, like in sea, in the ocean, like that. So the relation of BFAR and the law enforcement, is that if there's a crime connected to the biodiversity, like using dynamite, like, like bombing or dropping dynamite into the sea, or killing reckless throwing of oil that may cause the death of the fish, the law enforcement will take an action to stop and prevent this from happening again. So this is headed by the director together with the assistant director for administration service and assistant director for the technical services. So that's all. Thank you for listening.